Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday to you. You're watching Project Joy Live with your host, Jessica Dugas. It is Wednesday, May 3rd, 2023. And listen, have y'all seen all of this stuff this morning about Jessica Alba? I am wearing my hoops this morning in honor of Miss Alba, who doesn't seem to know how to age. Okay. Uh, have you guys seen this? She attended the basketball game with the Knicks and the Heat, as I understand it. And everybody is talking about Miss Alba this morning. Okay. She never ages, always looking amazing. And she always, all the pictures I see of her wearing the hoops, I'm here for it. Okay. It's very 90s-esque to me, and I'm here for it. Okay, so we just want to take a moment this morning to honor the fact that Jessica Alba literally never ages. Okay, so I just had to share that with y'all this morning. There is a ton of stuff. If you go over to Twitter and some of the different social media, you can see all of the videos and whatnot that were taken of her, and now the little memes that have been made. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. So go check that out. But we're doing the hoop game this morning. I swear it's gonna start to be a thing where people are like, what earrings is Jessica wearing today? Because everybody was talking about the Care Bears the other day. Yesterday I had on, do I have them here? I do. I had on these little mixtape earrings. You guys know I love my 90s. Check these out. Okay, look at the little, I'm trying to get it to stop. Look at the little mixtape. But it literally says on there, best of the 90s on the little mixtape. Isn't that cute? Everybody's talking about my earrings all the time now. Thank you for the love. I appreciate you. I cannot live without my hoops either, Mandy. Mandy's joining us this morning, as well as Miss Brittany. If you're joining us live or on the replay, I'd love for you to share down in the comments where you're joining from today. And of course, what's bringing you joy. We have to talk about the weather today. We have national days to talk about. After the break, we're going to be talking about responsibility when it comes to joy. Now, this is going to be a little ass kicking this morning. Okay. It's going to be a little ass kicking, but it's necessary because I don't know if you caught the episode of My Way last night, but we had a lot of those moments with Linda Joy on My Way last night. And then we're going to be having a lot of these moments. I'm preparing you. I'm trying to help you out. Okay. I am preparing you for when we start our series on integrity on Beyond 2D with Ferran Dozier and I every second and fourth Tuesday of the month at 6 p.m. Eastern time. But we're going to be diving deep into the world of integrity, literally for at least the next 4 episodes. So I'm trying to prepare you. I'm trying to prepare you for the craziness. Okay. Also, we have birthdays to do. So if you are celebrating a birthday today, please let me know so that I can celebrate you come the end of the show. I want to give a quick shout out and hello to all of my friends over on TikTok that are joining us this morning as well. We've been doing a little behind the scenes broadcasting simultaneously while we're on live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on TikTok, and Tuesday and Thursday on Instagram. So it's fun. It's fun. So listen, I gotta quickly say hi. Thank you for the compliment on my earrings. Also, Mandy's joining from Brooklyn, New York. What brings me joy is getting to wake up and start all over. Plus, the sun is finally out here. I'm glad the sun is out there, Miss Mandy. We're gonna talk. Let me come back to that comment in just a minute. Susan's joining us from La Luz, New Mexico. Just planning on enjoying the day for my joy. I love it. I love it. Now going back to Mandy's comment, we got to talk about the weather, you guys. We have got to talk about the weather. Okay, so we listen. I had a whole plan because you guys know we like to talk about the weather. I decided Wednesday is our weather day because I don't have time to talk about the weather everywhere every day. But I am in no kind of mood to talk about the weather because how does the saying go? How does the saying go? It goes, April showers bring May flowers. I want you all to look at here. Let me share my screen with you. I want you because this is why I'm in no kind of mood to share the weather. This nonsense of cloudiness and rain literally every day, and it's been happening every day, okay, here in Mystic, Connecticut, every day. Cloudy and raining. This is May. We are in May. Mother Nature, hello. The saying goes, April showers bring May flowers. The showers were supposed to happen last month. Okay, that's what I'm trying to tell you, people. The showers were supposed to happen last month. We have rain every day. Now, look, I'm grateful for the rain, but I have things to do. And I want to tell you about the pain and logistics of getting all of my gaggle of children out and about to do different things while it's raining outside. It's not a fun time for me, and I don't like it. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. Listen, it's been raining for days where Brittany is in West Virginia. Mandy's over it. Okay, thankful because it's helping my garden grow. All right, fine. But no, I'm over it too. I'm over it too. Yes, here I said the ocean was coming out in the sky. I can't. I don't want to do the weather today, you guys. I really don't. That's all I have to say about the weather, because this is Project Joy and we're talking about joy this morning, and all of this rain is not joyful for me. So with that said, we got to talk about our national day. Okay. Listen, I have Desert Bird over on TikTok saying, in Phoenix, we never get April showers. Send it this way. I'd be happy to because it's nuts. It's enough. Okay, here's the thing. I live on the water. I live in Mystic, Connecticut. You guys know, who remembers the movie Mystic Pizza with Julia Roberts? Hello, 1980s. Anybody out there as old as me? Okay. So that's the town. I live on the water. I have water all the time. I don't need to see it coming from the sky all the time as well. Okay. All right, take it, please. Yes, everybody is like, take it, let's go. Okay, that's enough about that. We got to talk about these national days today because there's a lot happening. There's a lot going on. For anyone out there who lives in Montana, it is National Montana Day. So happy National Montana Day to you. That is one of the few states. I don't think I been through there. Yes, I've driven through Montana, but I've never, I think, what's the one I haven't driven through? Maybe it was Minnesota. I think it was Minnesota that I've never driven through, but I'm pretty sure I've driven through Montana. At any rate, if you live out there, happy Montana Day to you. It's also, I hope you had your snack. I hope you had your snack before the show, because it is National Raspberry Popover Day. Raspberry Popover Day. So apparently this is a combination of like a pastry. Popovers can be sweeter or savory, but most people enjoy popovers at breakfast time, and the raspberries make these popovers sweeter. I don't think I've ever had a popover. Have you guys ever had a popover? I think I've had like what do you call those? Like I've had raspberry Danish, and there's another raspberry thing I'm thinking of, but I can't think of the name right now. At any rate, I don't think I've ever had a popover. So let me know if you've ever had one. It's also National Chocolate Custard Day, and I am here for that. Okay, we've talked about this, and I'm so glad that National Day Calendar is giving us an excuse to have chocolate literally every other day lately. National Chocolate Custard Day is today. Yes, we're all clapping for the chocolate. I'm here for that. Let me know if you guys like Chocolate Custard Day. It's also, don't know if you knew this, it's National Paranormal Day. Have you ever had a paranormal experience? And I'm laughing hysterically in my head right now because Brittany and I out in the audience are we've been having some paranormal experiences lately. Brittany and and I'm calling Brittany out here. We've been trying out some of these different apps that you can get. And it's, it's kind of she's laughing. She's laughing out in the audience. Listen, we've been having some moments. We've been having some moments with this, and I got this app, okay, that apparently he's crying. Apparently, the spirits come to you and they come through this app, okay? And so there is a lot of really historic things here in southeastern Connecticut. This is a really old area, and there is a cemetery not far from my house and I wish I have my phone on TikTok right now, so I can't show you guys the picture, but I should have brought it up because I I need to show you guys because this is so good. There is a cemetery that was, I guess people starting to be buried there in the mid 1700s. So really, really old cemetery, you guys, like probably a mile from my house, not far at all. And so I decided yesterday, I had a moment on the way home from some errands I was running, and I pull up to the cemetery and turn this ghost hunting app on my phone, okay? And the thing starts going crazy. The thing is going crazy. And it's saying all of these words. We've just been having these moments. So let me know if y'all have had some paranormal experiences. There's some things that I do in my work that are along those lines, but I don't call it paranormal. To me, it's an everyday experience, but we've been having some fun times with all of this. Mandy and Brittany are all hungry out there. Brittany said, I did have breakfast before the show. I knew I needed to. See, you knew it was coming. I love dessert. I love chocolate. Susan said popovers are really yummy, but I've only had them like a dinner roll. These chocolate days are killing me. Right. I don't know if I've ever had a popover. Like I really need to figure this out. Spirit will always show up. That's right. That's right. We've been talking to them. It's a whole time. Okay. Mandy said, well, they talked to me. They even knocked a stone out of my hands in a session yesterday. It happens, right? They will show up and show out sometimes. I have regular conversations with mine because when I have done sessions with people before, there have been times where things have happened and I literally will say out loud, I'm going to have to ask you not to do that. This is what we're not going to do. Listen, you guys, we're going to take a quick break and we're going to come back to talk about our topic today, which is responsibility when it comes to joy and responsibility. We're going to have a little ass kicking right back after this with that and birthdays. Don't go anywhere.
Breakthroughs are about more than you might think. They're about discovering who you are, digging deep, reaching to the core of your soul. They're about healing yourself, understanding your beliefs, creating a ripple effect. And it's not just those initial moments that matter. It's about using them to bring more joy into our own lives and the lives of others. It's about having fun, letting loose, enjoying every moment life has to offer. It's about finding a safe space. It's about creating connection. Join us each and every day for exclusive programming, special events, and a community to call home, where we invite you to explore, change the way you look at and live your life, and go beyond the breakthrough. So we ask you, are you ready? We'll see you online at thebreakthroughshow.com.
Welcome back to Project Joy Live. I'm your host, Jessica Dugas. It is a beautiful, might as well rain right now day here in Mystic, Connecticut. It is Wednesday, May the 3rd, 2023. Today we are talking about joy and responsibility. Is everybody ready? If you are ready for this topic, I want you to put "I'm ready" down in the comments. I see you over on TikTok too. Don't leave me hanging here. Put "I'm ready" down in the comments if you're ready for this. Okay. So we had a great episode of My Way last night, conversations with entrepreneurs doing business outside the box. And it was a really awesome personal experience. I had Linda Joy on the show from Inspired Living Publishing. She was actually my very first publisher when my story in the book Shine became an international bestseller. Linda was at the helm of that as my publisher, and it was a really cool experience. It was the first time I got to have an experience with a publisher and an editor and all of that. And it was a fun thing. And so it was a really, that experience, and I've shared this before, of sharing that story, it becoming a bestseller. And then when it was done, me going, well, what do I do now? What's next for me? That was a big part of why the Breakthrough Show Network even exists. So I had the opportunity to share that with her last night. And on a personal note, it just meant a lot to me to be able to do that. That's something that really brings me a lot of joy. I highly recommend, if you want to experience some really serious joy, surprise people. Let people know, surprise them, and let them know how they've impacted your life on a positive way. It's not, I don't think it's second nature for us to automatically thank people when they've impacted our lives. We tend to be this kind of society that, when they bring out the wrong food, when we have a bad experience, when something goes wrong, then we're ready to jump in and complain. But it's very rare that we actually take that time, even when it might seem like it's a minuscule thing, to go, wow, you really impacted my life in a positive way. Thank you so much. And this is how, because it can light somebody up completely. It can change the whole course of their day. They may not even know how they've impacted your life or changed your life on a positive way. So take the time to do that. That was a little digression from my story here. However, so last night we had a couple moments, and one of the things that we talked about was about taking responsibility for the things that are going a little crazy, haywire, if you will, in your business. It's not your business that's doing it to you. You are putting these things on your plate. If you're feeling stressed out, it's not your business that's making you stressed out. It is the things that you are doing behind the scenes, your processes, the energy that you're putting into it that is keeping you from having that kind of business that you desire. Okay. So in addition to this, I've been going back in preparation for the new topic that we have coming up soon on Beyond 2D, where we're going to be diving into integrity. And so I've kind of gone back and I've listened to the 4 episodes that we did about communication. And one of the episodes, the second one that we did, was about responsibility in communication. And there's a clip that I posted on our Facebook and Instagram this morning about responsibility when Farhan was talking about the definition of responsibility is the ability to respond. So I want to talk about this morning in the context of joy. Okay. We talk about this morning being the joy, or on this show, not just this morning, we talk about being the joy. We talk about being the creator of joy, bringing more joyful experiences into our lives and being at the helm of that. And one of the things that really hit me this morning as I was talking to a friend is, if we are continually experiencing things over and over and over again that are not joyful, we have to ask ourselves, what is our responsibility in this? Do we need to take responsibility for the fact that we are not experiencing the joy that we want to experience in our life? And the answer is yes, period, every time. It's going to be about your ability to respond. That's what Farhan talked about on Beyond 2D. Responsibility is the ability to respond. So when I talk about responsibility and joy, this is not about victim shaming. This is not about it's not about twisting it in some kind of way to make you feel bad. The responsibility that we have for the joy in our lives is absolutely a empowering thing. So if we're not experiencing the joy that we want to experience in our lives, by taking responsibility, we now have the ability to respond with being more joyful. We now have the ability to respond by inviting more joyful people and experiences into our lives. So if you're not experiencing the joy that you want to experience in your life today, the one that responsibility falls on is you. But now that you know that, you now have the ability to respond by bringing more of these joyful things, joyful experiences, and joyful way of being into your life. It's a complete shift in empowerment. It is not a blame game. It is not victim shaming. I don't even want you to be a victim. But just take the responsibility and don't think of the word responsibility as a negative thing. It's empowering because now that you know that you are in control of the level of joy that you're experiencing, you can respond by bringing these things into your existence, by looking at things differently if necessary, by responding to things in a different way, by choosing to be and embody joy instead of waiting for it to just come to you, because we've talked about that on this show, right? We have talked about that on this show. How often if I think back over my 42 years on this planet, there have absolutely been times when I can think of where I show up and the joy is there. It's present. But I can think of more than probably 3 or 4 times that amount of times when I have had to create the joy, bring the joy in, be the joy, look at things differently. All of the things we've talked about here. There's so many more moments like that because you're not guaranteed things in this life. Now, if you want to just sit there and wait for these things, raise your hand. If you want to be the creator, to lean in to the creator that I know you are capable of, and be the joy instead of waiting for it to show up, give me some hearts down in the comments. Give me some hearts. Because it's so important that, like, there's been a few times I've gone down this rabbit hole on this show lately where I'm like, I want so badly for you all to see just how powerful you are. To be empowered, to be joyful. You're capable of that. I want so badly and I know, just like it did with me. And I'm sending you all so much love if you're struggling with this today. If you're struggling with being that joy and taking that responsibility, I feel you and I have been there and it sucks and I'm sorry. And I'm also not, because you're going to come into it on your own time, just like I did. When you are ready and you're ready to take that very brief, painful ass kicking and go, oh, it's my responsibility. Shit. It's gonna turn around for you. And it's not going to erase, it's not going to say, okay, once you take the responsibility for the joy in your life, now everything's going to be perfect. You're never going to live in contrast again. You're never going to experience challenge again. You're never going to experience hard times again. That's not what this is about. But it will lessen the time that you're going to sit and wallow in anything other than joy. It will give you the empowerment and the knowledge and the energy to know that you will get through it. Things will get better. And because you are joy, even if the situation's hard, there's joy to be found there because you're in it. The snapback becomes easier, Mandy said. Absolutely. Absolutely. I could only wish, right? Who who out there does not wish, right, that we go on this personal and spiritual development journey and then all of the contrast just stops, right? Like everything bad, like we could just go, everything bad and happens in our life, just done, over with, don't have to worry about it ever again. Like, wouldn't that be nice? But I also know that it's in those times of challenge and contrast and pushing myself and hard times that I've had my biggest seasons of growth. Why? Because I'm hard-headed. Because some of us like to learn things the hard way. And that's okay. Lots of people out there wanting to experience that be the creator of the joy instead of waiting for it to happen. So you have to take responsibility for your joy. You have to take responsibility for your joy. And as we've talked about today, the only thing that taking responsibility means is that when you are not experiencing the joy that you want to experience in your life, you now have the ability to respond with joy. That's all it means. Taking responsibility for the joy in your life just means that when you are not experiencing the joy that you want in your life, you have the ability to respond with joy. That's it. It's as simple as that. Brittany said, those hard times allow us to have gratitude for the moments that are easier. And speaking of gratitude, you guys, next week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, the 8th, 10th, and 12th, we're going to be joined by none other than the Queen of Gratitude, Sharon Saraga Walters. And we are going to be talking about the very important link between joy and gratitude those 3 days. We're going to go down a rabbit hole when it comes to joy and gratitude, and I can't wait to do that with you guys. Project Joy Live next week, the 8th, 10th, and 12th. Sharon Saraga Walters will be here live on Project Joy Live with me, okay? It's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. Accountability. That is going to be a huge piece of this integrity conversation that we are going to be having on Beyond 2D coming up as well. Absolutely. Choosing to do better and make better choices. All of that said, I hope you are going to take responsibility today. And I want you to put down in the comments as we get ready to do our birthdays, I take full responsibility for my joy. Put that down in the comments. I take full responsibility for my joy right now. Okay, let's get our birthdays done. If it's your birthday today, let me know so that we can celebrate you. In the celebrity world, Designer, you guys know him, the rapper Designer. I always have him in my head because ever since he came out with the song Panda, I can't get it out of my head. I can't. I listen to Panda. Fun fact that you didn't know here today. I listen to Panda all the time. all the time. So happy birthday, designer. I hope you have an amazing day. Also in the music world, James Brown had a birthday today. I feel good. Right? James Brown had a birthday. Cheryl Burke from Dancing with the Stars has a birthday today. The fabulous Bing Crosby. Listen, I love some Bing Crosby as well. This birthday segment explains to you perfectly my musical tastes. Okay, we just literally jumped from three people that I love: designer, James Brown, and Bing Crosby. Okay, if this doesn't explain to you in detail my musical tastes, I don't know what to tell you. Also Frankie Valli, another amazing music artist. He was the frontman of the Four Seasons. He has a birthday today. And who else is this? Oh, Bruce Hall, the bassist for REO Speedwagon. You guys like REO Speedwagon? I like them too. This birthday segment explains it all. So happy birthday to all those in the celebrity world and the celebrities in my life. We have Dave Anderson has a birthday today. Happy birthday, Dave. Wishing you an amazing day. Sarah Del Grosso, that I went to school with back in the day. Happy birthday, Sarah. Also, celebrity here in our midst on the Breakthrough Show Network, our past guest of the Breakthrough Show, Wendy Beasley. She's an author. She's an amazing author. She has a birthday today. So happy birthday, Miss Wendy. And also, I missed her yesterday, but I want to say it today. Frida Saraga, the mom of Sharon Saraga Walters, the Queen of Joy. So she is the mom of joy, of gratitude. I am the Queen of Joy, but she is the mom of gratitude. The Queen of Gratitude, mom, Frida Walters, Frida Saraga, had a birthday yesterday. I hope she had an amazing day. Wishing her an awesome one. And with that, we need to get oh yes, we've got some I take full responsibilities for my joy out there. Look it. All right, here we go. Are you ready? Let's get our birthday song on. Drum roll, please. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear designer James Brown, Cheryl Burke, Bing Crosby, Frankie Valli, Bruce Hall, Wendy Beasley, Dave Anderson, Sarah Del Grosso, and Frida Saraga. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to all those that are celebrating today. I was just telling the folks on TikTok about our little birthday vibe that we have going on here, okay? We always have the birthday vibe going on, and that song takes me back to the 90s every time we play it. I love it. Yes, Panda. See, you people don't know. You don't know about Panda. Coming up on the Breakthrough Show, I'm just going to leave the Panda comment up there. Where is it? Okay. So, coming up on this show this morning at 10 a.m. Eastern time, we have Declutter for Change live with fabulous Heather Clark. She's going to be talking about, okay, so you decluttered, you've cleaned up. Now what do you do with all of that stuff? What do you do with all of the stuff that you have decluttered or found or now decorated yourself with? Because if you are any kind of a cleaner like me, that's what happens. What do you do with all this stuff now? Join her live 10 a.m. Eastern time on the Breakthrough Show Network here on YouTube, and you can declutter and learn about that with Heather. It's going to be amazing. Also, a reminder, we have a special edition of the Breakthrough Show coming up on Friday. If you are ready for the tea, the tea is hot for this one, okay? We are going to be getting into relationships, forgiveness, accountability. Mandy mentioned that earlier. A lot of different things in this special edition episode. You guys might remember Brandon Croucher that I've been on several episodes with before. He hasn't been seen in a while. Why is that? Where has he been? What's been going on? We're going to be having a conversation. Are we good? are we good? What's been happening with that? We're going to be having a conversation with that coming up in a special live edition of the Breakthrough Show this Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern time on the Breakthrough Show Network. So make sure you tune in for that. And don't forget, next Tuesday, our new series on Beyond 2D starts, where we're going to dive into integrity, accountability, all of those things. It's going to be real good. Lots of tea happening here on the Breakthrough Show Network. I'm your host, Jessica Dugas. I want to thank you guys so much for joining me today for Project Joy Live, whether you're on our website, on the YouTube, on TikTok. Thank you guys so much for being here today. I appreciate you, and I hope you will take responsibility for the joy in your life. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for another episode. Have a good day, everybody. Bye.